Hey guys, BlackJackVA here, and today I'm going to be doing a video which I've been wanting to do for a while, if I own Busch Williamsburg. This will cover 10 years from 2024 to 2033. Now, the reason it's a 2024 instead of 2023 is because next year it is heavily rumored that in 2023 they will add a new coaster. And I just don't want to add something, just in case they are adding that. But if they're not, and you're watching this in the future, you can just imagine that, when I say 2024, I'm saying 2023. It won't affect my additions at all. It's just I'm saying a year up. So don't really worry about that. Also, this is not a prediction. This is what I would do if I own the park for the 10 years. And what I would add each years. This is not a prediction. This is not what I think the park will add. I think the park will probably add some different stuff than what I have on here. But I have still tried to keep this in the realm of being realistic. So you're not going to see a B&M Giga, and then the next year an Intamin Strata, then a 500-foot RMC T-Rex in that same year. This is all realistic. Alright, but with that out of the way, let's get into it. Okay, so in 2024, I would add a Zamperla Mini Discovery in Ireland. Ireland only has one ride, I believe, which is Finnegan's Flyers, and I think Ireland needs another ride. It's a nice area, it's small, so that's why I thought this would be perfect. It's extremely compact, and it does look like it would be pretty fun. So I think that this would be pretty nice. I would, give you one more ride to do there, and I feel like maybe even some families could possibly do it too, because it's not too big. So I think this would be a nice ride, which everyone could do, and looks like a ton of fun. Plus, they can probably do a little bit of theming on it. Not too much, but a little bit if they really wanted to. Now, in 2025, I'm not sure, you could sort of consider this crazy, but whatever. In 2025, I am adding a Vekoma Aquatica coaster. I know. Let me explain. I think this would actually be really cool. Vekoma, of course, has been making some incredible new rides recently, and I just think this would be so cool. So this would be near where the boat ride is. I don't really know the name. It looks like it's a transport ride. It's right next to, that famous shot with Loch Ness Monster, interlocking loops, and Griffin and Alpengeist all in that same thing, which literally everybody uses for Busch Gardens Williamsburg thumbnails. Well, that's where the boat ride is, and also next to that, I'm sure you've seen, there's a big hill. Now, I'm pretty sure Busch Gardens has the land for that. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they do. But I think that it would be so cool if you could add a flying coaster on that hill. Think about it. So you would have a lift hill, which would go up the hill, then you could drop down a little bit, go through some turns, maybe an inline twist or something, and then you can go through a bigger drop, and during this whole time, you're super close to the terrain, almost as if you could touch it, but obviously you can't because, clearance and stuff. But I think that would work so cool. Just imagine being on a flying coaster, being so close to the terrain, having the trees all around you and everything. And again, just being on a terrain coaster, it would probably have some really cool elements. We could have some nice inline twists, stuff like that. And I just think that would be such a fun experience. And honestly, it would probably be able to rival Pantheon for the number one spot in the park, honestly. I think that would be such a fun ride, and I would love to see that here. So, this is something which I really hope they do actually add, because that would be so cool. In 2026, I'm going to add a Zamperla Nebula Z. It's going to be in place of Da Vinci's Cradle. So if you don't know, they just recently got rid of Da Vinci's... Sorry if I said that wrong. They recently got rid of Da Vinci's Cradle. And I think that, of course, they do need a replacement for it. And I'm at another Zamperla ride. I think that this would be nice. It's, again, compact, and it's very fun. From the one I've ridden mixed at Hersheypark, they're very fun. They give you nice airtime. And I think it would be a worthy replacement of it. Now, in 2027, I'm going to just do some small improvements to Fiesta Italia, like adding some more nature. That is the area where Tempesto and Apollo's Chariot is, and it doesn't have much nature. It's more just tents, and that's something I love about Busch Gardens. It's such a beautiful park. So even if they just had a few more trees there, that'd be awesome. I would truly love to see that. They don't need to do a whole re-theme or anything, just add some trees and stuff, add a little bit more nature. Alright, so now in 2028, I'm gonna add some more animals. The park already has a ton, but I just love the animals. SeaWorld, of course, has been doing better with animals and all that, and they're just so cool to see. I love, watching animals and stuff. I love animals, so I would like to see just a few more animals around the park. I think that'd be nice. But yeah, this isn't, again, too big, because, we're saving up for something, that's all I'll say. Now, in 2029, we're going to add some more shade to the park. Now, there is lots of shade, yes, but there are some parts specifically, like Alpengeist main area, where when on a hot day, you are just burning because there isn't too much shade. Like, there's some indoor parts, like stores and stuff, but there isn't so much, and they're kind of small. So, for example, when I was in Alpengeist area for a little bit, every single bit of shade was taken, all like squished together. There's one area where there's all these seats. All the seats had been taken, plus everyone was like squished against the walls and stuff because it was so hot and everything, and there isn't enough shade. So I feel like they need to add some more shade, especially in that area, and just a little bit more throughout the park where areas aren't super shaded. Now, remember I said we were saving up for something? Well, we're making the B&M trio even better with a fourth B&M in 2030, because we're going to add a B&M surf coaster in your Pantheon. So it does seem like Busch Williamsburg likes their launch coasters, and, well, I do have a little bit of dampened excitement for the surf coaster, considering we now know it's a stand-up. I do still think it looks like a great model, and, you can never go wrong with a B&M. They'll make some nice rides, and it'll obviously be reliable, and it'll just be a nice launch coaster, because I have seen, all the launch coasters at Busch Williamsburg do seem to go down pretty often. So I feel like that this could just be a nice ride, to mix up the launch coaster, so there's one which you can do when all the others are broken down. And I do think that this would still be a lot of fun. Now, in 2031, we are going to add a restaurant near the front of the park. They just added a huge B&M surf coaster, so I wouldn't see too much added. But, just another nice restaurant. I could imagine this being like a sit-down restaurant. I think that'd be pretty cool. But it could also just be quick service. But a sit-down restaurant here in the front of the park would be pretty cool. Now, in 2032, this may be the thing I most want, honestly. So, I'm not sure if you guys know this, but Tempest is my least favorite coaster ever. I hate it. And in 2032, we won't be removing it, but we'll be making it better. We're going to do a huge Tempesto refurbishment. I mean new trains with lap bars, so we can get rid of those horrible comfort collars. We will also give it a new theme, color scheme, and we'll add some more theming and stuff. So this will just sort of be like Jolly Rancher Remix. They re-themed it and all, added some more theming, gave it a new color scheme, just made it better overall. So that's what we're doing with this. But we're also getting rid of those comfort collars for lap bars because I hate those things so much. Now in 2033, we're not going to do too much. We're just going to do an Invader racetrack. Invader. Who knows really how to say it? Invader. No, it's not Invader. Who really knows how to say it? But we're just going to retrack it because it would have been getting relatively old now. It would have been up for probably over 10 years now. So I think that this would just be a good way to smooth it out. And throughout the years, I would probably retrack it a little bit. But I mean, with this, like a full retrack, like they rip off all the track, add new. Sort of like what they did with Hulk, but with a wood coaster. For some reason, I can't think of a wooden coaster example. I guess like Roar at Six Flags America, sort of. They added all the new track and stuff. So that's what we do with Invader. Or Invader. Or Invader. What is the name of this thing, seriously? Alright, well, that is the end of this video, guys. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe and comment down below your thoughts or any video ideas. I'd love to see them. But yeah, also comment, too, what you would do in 10 years or 5 years or whatever. I would love to see what you guys would do. And even if you haven't gone to the park or anything, comment down what you would do in the next 10 years or something, because I seriously would love to read what you guys would do. That would be pretty awesome. Alright, but yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.